What is a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust? The road to ensuring a secure future involves addressing various challenges, and planning for long-term medical care is undeniably a crucial one. With the potential costs of such care looming large, families often find themselves facing financial strains that can impact their well-being. The expenses associated with long-term care, whether through home care or nursing homes, can be substantial, stretching budgets to their limits. What is a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust? A Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, often referred to as a MAPT, is a legal arrangement that allows individuals to transfer assets into an irrevocable trust while still retaining certain benefits of ownership during their lifetime. How does a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust work? Under New York law, a MAPT involves transferring ownership of assets into the trust, effectively removing them from the individual's direct possession. Benefits of establishing a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. For New York residents, a properly structured MAPT offers several notable benefits. 1. Asset preservation. 2. Medicaid eligibility. 3. Control and income. 4. Avoiding probate. Key differences between Medicaid Asset Protection Trusts and other trusts. It's crucial to recognize the distinctions between a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust and other types of trusts under New York law. 1. Irrevocability. 2. Medicaid eligibility purpose. 3. Look-back period considerations. Medicaid eligibility requirements. In New York, Medicaid is a crucial government program that provides essential health care coverage for eligible individuals with limited financial means. To qualify for Medicaid, individuals must meet specific criteria, which often consider both income and resources. Income limits, resource thresholds, and other criteria may vary based on factors such as age, disability, and household composition. It's imperative to understand these requirements, as they form the foundation for any Medicaid planning strategy. How Medicaid Asset Protection Trusts affect eligibility. Establishing a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, MAPT, can have a significant impact on an individual's eligibility for Medicaid benefits. Qualifying assets for Medicaid Asset Protection Trusts. In New York, a variety of assets can be placed into a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, ranging from cash and real estate to investments and certain personal property. Impact of timing on Medicaid eligibility and trust establishment. Timing plays a critical role in both Medicaid eligibility and the establishment of a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Establishing a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Creating a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, MAPT, within the legal framework of New York involves a strategic approach that encompasses various considerations. This section outlines essential steps, including selecting a trustee, understanding the distinctions between revocable and irrevocable MAPTs, the process of creating and funding the trust, and the significant legal and financial factors to keep in mind throughout the trust's establishment. Choosing a trustee for your Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Selecting a trustee is a pivotal decision when establishing a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Revocable versus irrevocable Medicaid asset protection trusts. New York law recognizes both revocable and irrevocable Medicaid asset protection trusts, each with distinct implications. Legal and financial considerations in trust creation. Creating a Medicaid asset protection trust is a complex legal endeavor with significant financial implications. Asset protection and management. The core essence of a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, MAPT, lies in safeguarding your assets from the potentially overwhelming costs associated with nursing home care and long-term medical expenses. Safeguarding assets from nursing home costs. New York's substantial costs for nursing home care can swiftly deplete your hard-earned assets. Types of assets that can be placed in a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. In New York, a broad array of assets can be placed within a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Trustees' role in managing trust assets. In a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, the trustee's role is paramount. Retaining control and use of assets in the trust. A distinctive feature of Medicaid asset protection trusts is the ability to retain a level of control and benefit from the assets placed within the trust. Medicaid regulations and compliance. Navigating Medicaid regulations in New York is a critical aspect of Medicaid Asset Protection Trust (MAPT) planning. Medicaid look-back period and its implications. In New York, the Medicaid look-back period is a vital consideration when establishing a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Effect of Medicaid asset transfers on eligibility. Transferring assets into a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust can impact your eligibility for Medicaid benefits. Navigating complex Medicaid rules and regulations. Medicaid is governed by intricate rules and regulations in New York. Ensuring compliance and avoiding penalties. The consequences of non-compliance with Medicaid regulations in New York can be severe. Potential tax consequences of Medicaid Asset Protection Trusts. Creating a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, MAPT, can have implications for various taxes. Capital gains taxes, gift taxes, and estate taxes are among the factors to consider. Income tax considerations for trust settlers and beneficiaries. Income tax considerations play a pivotal role in the effectiveness of a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Integrating trust planning with overall financial strategy. A Medicaid Asset Protection Trust isn't just a standalone entity. It's an integral component of your comprehensive financial strategy. Seeking professional financial and tax advice. Given the intricate nature of tax laws and financial planning, seeking professional advice is paramount. Revisions, amendments, and termination. The flexibility and adaptability of a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, MAPT, are essential to ensure that the trust remains aligned with your changing circumstances and intentions. Significance of regular reviews and adjustments to your trust planning. Modifying the terms of a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Life is dynamic, and your financial needs or goals may evolve over time. Conditions for trust termination or dissolution. In some cases, circumstances may arise that warrant the termination or dissolution of a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Legal procedures for making changes to the trust. Making changes to a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust requires adherence to specific legal procedures outlined by New York statutes.
Regular review and adjustment of trust planning.
Maintaining the effectiveness of your MAPT requires proactive measures, including regular reviews and adjustments. Plan ahead with confidence. Contact Schlessel Law PLLC now to embark on the path to financial security. Call 516-574-9630 to schedule a consultation.